This is the schematic representation of a scraper. Okay, this is a side photograph of a scraper. How it is done? See here, there is a blade opening and closing. From when the vehicle moves, it will excavate. When it moves in this direction, it will take the material. When you move that one, it may dump that one. Okay, these are called as scrapers. Okay, if you see this one, scraper is considered one of the most useful earth moving equipment. It's one of the most earth moving equipment, as it is self-operating. It is self-operating and can dig earth up to a shallow depth. Okay, wherever sandy soil is there, it is obviously it is going to cut that earth surface. Okay, the main advantage of the scraper is that the depth of the excavation of the earth and the thickness of spreading, the excavated earth at the desired stretch can be controlled easily. Means what? The depth of this cutting as well as the depth of the deposition can be controlled. That is the advantage of this one. Okay, however, scrapers are not capable of excavating stiff material. That is what I said. It is used in sandy soils, or it is in wherever sands are there, this type of is used. Okay, so it is good for soft soils, but it's not good for this very stiff or clay kind of a thing. Okay, the blades are not going to work there. Okay, this is another example of scraper. See, can you see the identification of soil type? It's majorly sandy soil. It's a sandy soil. Okay, okay, this is an example for power shovel. Okay, power shovel, the equipment name is power shovel. Means what? This is only if you see this diagram, wherever the red cursor is there, no, this portion is appears as a shovel, no, small shovel. Do you remember? Okay, small shovel. Power shovel means it is given a hydraulic power. Okay, hydraulic power. So this is the rotation axis. This is called as rotation axis in a horizontal plane, and from this line it may work in a vertical plane like this. Okay, so it will take the earth, it will dump on the vehicle. So this is called as a dipper stick. This is called as boom. Boom is rotating. Okay, so this is dipper and this is called as mounting, maybe tire mounted or the crawler mounted. This is called as cab. Cab means wherever the operator person or buttons are situated. Okay, see, power shovel is used preliminarily to excavate earth of all classes except rock and to load into wagons. Okay, without except rock, all type of soil or earth is can be excavated and loaded into wagon. Wagon is nothing but a hauling equipment. So it may be dumper truck, maybe some small tractor units, trailer units. Those are dumped by this one. Okay, on the body of that one, it is dumped. Power shovel mounted on a crawler track. So attention, so chain crawler if it is there, and so they are stable and can move at low speeds. So the movement is a little bit restricted. Okay. So can you see this one? Power shovel. Okay. So typical example. This is called as backhoe. This equipment is backhoe. This is called as power shovel. Okay, power shovel. This is chain mounted or chain crawler mounted. Okay, this is the body. So this is a dipper stick. This is the boom. This is the boom. Okay, this is called as hoe, or you can call it as backhoe. Okay, typically used for excavation purpose. Hoe is an excavating equipment of the power shovel family, the same family only. See here, the previous was it was the bucket is facing upward, but here the bucket is facing downward. Okay, so that was used for dumping. This is used for excavating. Okay, like that. Hoe. Hoe is meant to excavate below the natural surface. It is excavated below the natural surface where the machine is stationed and is capable of having precise control the depth of excavation at close range of work. Okay, what do you mean by that one? This is the equipment, it is stationed, so the excavation can take place surrounding area but can be done in the below that surface also. Okay, so that level difference can also be done. What do you mean by this drag line? If you see this diagram, drag line, you can understand. Where is the drag line? This typical drag line example. Okay, this is used in dredging operation. Dredging means taking the sand or boulders from the river. Okay, this is situated at the bank portion. Okay, deep bank portion where it is there. So here the river is flowing, so this is used to take the sand from this river. This is used to take the sand from this river. Can you see this one? Okay, drag line. Okay, okay. Can you see this one? Dragline is used to excavate soft earth and to deposit it near banks. See the word nearby banks. Banks means what? River banks or seashores. Okay. Or it can load into the wagons. Or some vehicle is coming and that is dumped there. Dragline may be mounted on crawler track. That is also possible. The bucket is thrown out of the dragline. The bucket is thrown out of the dragline on the top of the earth to be excavated and then pulled back towards the base of the machine. There is a possibility. The dragline can operate from natural ground while excavating earth from higher elevation. Okay, that is also possible. Therefore, it is not necessary for the dragline to go to the lower level or into the pit in order to excavate. Wherever it is there, from there the top of the earth can also be removed, or it can the depth can be increased also, lower level. Okay, see how it is operated. This bucket is thrown here. This bucket is thrown here using this boom arrangement. Thrown here, it will go in deep. It will dragged back to the shore. It is dragged back to the shore like this. While dragging, it is taking the sand with it. In the bucket, the sand is collected. From there, again, the movement is there. From there, it is going to deposit here, or some wagons are there. So there it is going to deposit. Okay. What do you mean by this clamshell? Can you see this diagram? Clamshell means it is see this one. This type of diagram. This is called as a clamshell. Okay, these are called as clamshells. It is generally used to get the sand or materials underwater. Okay, it's called as a clamp shell. These two acts as a clamps. These two acts as a clamps and shell type of a thing. Okay, shells. Can you see this one text? Clamshell consists of heavy bucket of two halves. Can you see this one? Two halves. Two halves. These are called as one and two. Two half. Okay. The shells, two halves in the form of a shell hinged together at the top. Where is the hinge? This portion. This is called as hinge. The shells may be attached to the shovel crane unit or at the boom of dragline. Wherever it's possible, see, it is attached to the boom. It is attached to the boom. Okay, so that is why it's called as a attachment. The open clamshell bucket is thrown on the top of the loose material. After the material is dug, the bucket is lifted and the two halves close, entrapping the material into the bucket. How we can explain? So this is thrown, this type of portion is thrown in the river. After this is closed and the material is get accumulated inside the bucket. Material is get accumulated in the bucket. Okay. So the equipment is useful for excavation of loose material at or below the existing ground surface. You can work at any level. That is the possibility of this one. Okay. So where you have seen this type of working, generally it's mega construction projects where it is generally used in dam sites, okay, or river banking operation or canal operation where the natural sand is available and or the aggregate is there. From there it is taking the sand. Okay, so generally used in river banks or sea banks where dredging operations are continuously taking place. Okay. These are major construction project. These are not small construction project. Okay, so you can see the difference here. It is also chain or crawler mounted. Here you can see the tire mounted. Both operations are possible. This is a smaller one. Maneuverability is more, speed is more. Okay, but here this is a slow moving, but capacity is large. Its capacity is large.